So there you go, that was the Outcasts and Stay Young. If you're just joining us, welcome to our Winter Wonderland here at number 2 Royal Avenue here in Belfast City Centre. And I must say a big thank you to the guys at Belfast One who've done a fabulous job of decorating our studio for us today. Things are going to get even more festive. We played the Outcasts and the main man, Greg Cowan, is with us in our Winter Wonderland. How are you?
Well, this is absolutely lovely, Robin. I feel Christmassy already.
And of course, it wouldn't be Christmas in Belfast without an Outcast gig now.
Do you know, I think it's kind of sweet that it's now turned into a regular thing. Now, we actually missed a few years because of COVID.
Yeah.
And then last year, the Undertones asked us to do a Christmas show with them, so we couldn't really turn that down. But it's so nice to go back to the black box.
So what can we expect from the gig?
This is going to be most unusual this year.
Yeah?
Well, it's called the Outcasts Almost Acoustic Christmas Show,
Okay.
where we do Outcast songs, but we play them badly on acoustic guitars. It's a new novelty thing that we're doing. We can barely play them on electric, so we're never really going to ruin them. Plus, we have some special guests. So we've got Uncle Terry, of course, DJing, which like he always does. We have Johnny Hash, who are like an Irish traditional band with a punk theme to it.
Yes,
they're doing a lot of Christmas carols and specials and stuff like that there.
Brilliant.
And we have Terri Hooley, who is my niece, but still an incredibly talented singer. So we're actually trying to give it a more Christmassy feel.
Excellent.
When we're actually performing, do a lot more interaction with the audience, which really means insulting people in the audience. But I do like that there.
So who's in the audience these days? Because I would imagine a
Well,
lot of people are coming in on their Zimmer frames to see you guys.
Do you know what? Isn't it funny? Yes, there's a hardcore of that sort of age group. We've recently done a small Irish tour there with Therapy.
Wow.
And they get a very mixed crowd,
Yeah.
and we were genuinely scared. The first couple of gigs, the audience was young, younger than what maybe I'm used to now, and we killed. I'm proud to say that there. So I'm like to think maybe some of these younger people will come along.
Exactly, yeah. And then next year, you guys are heading out on what I suppose you could call a world tour, aren't you?
Yes, you could call it a world tour, because it is a world tour, Robin. For the first time in my life, we're going to have T-shirts, the Outcast World Tour.
Oh, wow.
It's gone bizarre.
Yeah.
We knew anyway, we were going to Canada for the first time. Then we were going to Sweden for the first time. We were going to Portugal for the first time. We always do France, Germany, regular ones, Switzerland. Then Japan came back.
I want to see an Outcast Japanese gig.
Well,
I
we've
really
already
want
done
to
it.
see that.
You have not. The last time that we went, we really had no idea what we were going to. We knew that all sort of music's big in Japan. There seems to be a place for everything.
Yes, yeah.
We knew punk was still quite big. We didn't know there was a section of Japanese fans who specialised in Northern Ireland punk.
Wow.
How bizarre.
And has that always been there, or has that come off the back of Good Vibrations?
The film.
Yeah.
The film. When we played in Tokyo especially, we did 3 gigs in Tokyo, because Tokyo's so big.
Yeah.
And these were sizable venues. Some of the other towns, Osaka, they weren't massive venues, but yet they'd be so bunged that the Japanese are so polite, they would let people in, and then people would go out and let other people in. But in each case, they showed the movie.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes maybe they show the movie before and show the movie afterwards. Who would have thought, I mean, it's been an amazing thing for us.
And of course, Good Vibrations, the stage show, is coming back as well, which again, you must be picking up gigs in the back of that.
Well, it is the gift that keeps on giving. Number one, it's a fantastic play.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the film, but I think the plays, not just because there's more of me in it, or my character in it. It goes back to the Opera House in May, and from there it goes to New York.
Wow.
Now, there is talk that we might be going some New York shows to back that, which is another one of the bucket list, that you want to do.
Yeah.
I hope so, but there's also part of me going, there's enough gigs this year that, it takes us a wee while to recover, or me. Not so much the rest of them.
I was going to say, is there a kind of fitness regime you guys...
Well, we've got January and February off.
Right, okay.
I have made a promise to myself. I'm going to enjoy Christmas.
Yeah.
We've only got the gig next week in the Black Box.
Of course, yeah.
And it's acoustic, sure, I can just lie about it. January, February is going to be a new Greg for next year.
Yeah.
But you do have to keep a certain level of fitness.
You do.
It does take it out of you. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
Because there's a band you were meant to be touring with again, and the lead singer had a heart attack on stage,
Waddy
didn't he?
from the Exploiter. We should have been playing the O2 in London. The O2 Islington in London, perhaps I should say, because people think it was the big one. But Waddy had his 3rd heart attack on Sunday in Colombia on stage.
Wow.
And this man will not give up.
No. And we should have had Terry sitting there beside you today. That was the plan.
Well, do you know what? I think we've actually done better, Robin. There's too much Terry on everything anyway.
Do you think so?
Get a bit of youth. Get a bit of youth involved instead, Robin.
Because you and Terry go back a long way. I mean, I dread to think of many years ago.
Honestly, I met Terry 1976, tail end of 1976. Yeah, it's hard to believe. Never had a cross word.
Yeah.
And then people say that as a joke, you know,
Yeah.
you couldn't, how did you fall out with Terry?
Yeah.
I mean, and I love the fact that Terry now gets to spend the rest of his life as a professional Terri Hooley, because he deserves every plaudit he gets.
Yeah, yeah. And did you think back in '76 you would still be doing this today?
Do you know what? Punk was one of those things. Like there's a certain irony to what we're doing now. Like even when you've played that track, "Stay Young." I mean, that's ironic when we sing that there. It was all about now and then. I mean, there was 3 ambitions. I remember buying guitars and then being on stage but not learning them. You know, it was all about being on a stage. It was about the next week or the next month. It was never.
Yeah.
There was no plan for 2023 world domination. I mean, what? It's madness when you actually sit and think about it. You know, for a band who never really had those sort of ambitions. I love being in the band all my life.
Yeah.
Really missed it when I wasn't in it.
Yeah.
God, but not this. And for things to snowball, like don't get me wrong, Robin, it's not Coldplay, you know, we're not, we're not. I don't think Coldplay are ringing U2 and go, the Outcasts are coming, you know.
Yeah.
But to be allowed to go to countries, and at the level that we do it, we meet some fantastic people, you know, and we take time to go and see the country, you know. Try to keep the gigs to a minimum and the partying.
How crazy is the partying today?
Do you know what? I am kind of proud of the way that I approach it. You know, before a gig, it's very, I can't drink, you know, the rest of the band, we're very professional. People are paying money. Maybe a beer or 2 beers. Unfortunately, the minute I walk off stage, I buzz. Yeah. And I really do. Yeah. And I am buzzing, and I do need a pint of whiskey or something to maybe calm me down. That's my favourite. I mean, I love playing on stage, but I also love getting the audience afterwards.
Yes, yeah. I've got Shock Treatment waiting in the wings.
Oh,
They're
going
to play
so sorry for you, Robin. Isn't that awful? And today's been going so well. Oh, I love it.
They're going to play live for us.
Davey. Oh, indeed.
They're going to play live in our snow globe over there. So
I love Davey Snow. It's always nice to look down on a band, and I've always looked down on Shock Treatment.
Brilliant.
I am joking, by the way.
They're on the way. You're playing the Black Box.
Friday, Robin.
It's Friday, the 23rd. 23rd.
Day before, what a better Christmas present for Belfast than us playing.
And it'd be great if it snowed and everything, wouldn't it? It'd be perfect.
Wouldn't it?
Perfect.
Wouldn't it just? Not for us old men that might fall.
As both me and Terri Hooley did this week anyway. But anyway, Greg, good to see you as
pleasure.
always. Have yourself a happy Christmas.
And yourself,
all right,
mate.
thank you. Thank you.